checking out, Jesus, Home by Off with Their Heads. We have checked out a song or two off of this album. I think it was Take Me Out, Chuck and I reacted to, and Focus on Your Own Family. Both songs have been in a constant repeat in my playlist, and I want more. So I'm going to repost this on YouTube. So if you're afraid about missing it, don't worry about it. We're going to repost this. And we'll also, I'll give thoughts on the song from song to song. And then at the end, I will give ratings, I guess. I haven't done this very many times. We've basically just done it once or twice. So let's jump in, guys. The first song is Start Walking. I hope you guys are ready for some tunes, because I am.
There are no words to describe the awful feeling I have inside. So I'll shut down. Not the same as it was last time. It's so much worse. It's something that drives me out of my mind. It's a long way back to be anything that anyone could love. I don't do what I do because I think it's fun. It never helps. It turns me into my father's son. Here comes alive and it takes my hand. We'll go to a place where I can't stand the skin I'm in. It's a long way back to be anything that anyone could love. Goodbye. Comes alive and takes my hand, leads me where I never want to be. That's a long way back to be anything. That's a long way back to be anything that anyone could love.
All right. So far, right off the rip, we have a short track, minute 46 seconds. There was a lot of feedback in this song, but they did it in a way that it didn't really bother my ears. Like, if you listen to this.
Way back to be anything that anyone could love.
That might just be reverb. That might be reverb I'm thinking of. So kind of seems like just juggling some mental issues here lyrically. And then the struggle to, like at the end here, they said, there are no words to describe the awful feeling I have inside of me. Here comes the light and it takes my hand. It leads me where I never want to feel. It's a long way back to be anything. It's a long way back to be anything that anyone could love. So maybe trying to find self-value in yourself after like a really depressing bout in life. Kind of what I'm getting the gist of here. But so far, really love the sound. Short, simple, in and out. I like it. Let's go to the next one here.
I don't feel like me, whatever that's supposed to be. I've crossed lines I never thought I'd cross. My only retreat is falling asleep, but I lie awake every night of the week and think about how much worse it's become.
So, first off, shout out to A Wolf for the sunglasses redeem. This song, same qualities of the first song. I like the dude's vocals. They're kind of like a little bit more raw and like gritty, kind of. And I really like that in a punk band for sure. Like if you're talking like Lawrence and Arms and bands like that, I like that little rasp in the vocals. It just makes things feel a little raw, a little more raw. And then the instrumental, there was some interesting, like kind of off-key things they were doing, but it all like really worked out. But lyrically, that's where it really shines for me. Again, kind of dealing with depression, feeling like you're not the same person. And I really enjoyed this part right here. I'm going to play the snippet here. This is one of my favorite parts of this song.
Got back and started up this old routine again. Always upstream, always against the grain.
That was a great pitch there at the end. Caught a really, really nice flow there. And I just love it almost felt a little uplifting right there as well. And that's nice. Snowmed said, only heard a handful of songs by these guys. Haven't disliked any of them. Yes, exactly the same for me. And again, if I don't remember if I said this in the actual video or when I started my stream, but Take Me Out and Focus on Your Own Family have been on repeat for me since we reacted to them on the YouTube channel with Chuckles and I. And that's what's bringing me back to this, as well as Tim was listening to the album as a whole, I believe, the other day. It was either Tim or Lost Motel, but yes, fantastic stuff here so far. 2 songs in, and I'm enjoying it. A-Wolf said he was passively listening to it in the background, not my style, but I really like the angsty, uplifting feel it had. Nailed it, exactly how I was feeling. I didn't hate it for background music just now, but it didn't feel a draw, or as Joel would say, it just didn't touch me. Oh, okay. All right. Let's jump into Nightlife here and see how this one hits.
I never should have let this get so far out of hand, but I'll do anything to not be alone, cause when I'm alone, you know I can easily fall back into old habits that I thought I'd left behind. And it ripped me apart and I realized don't be alone, I have to lie, take everything and keep it inside. I know I'm sick and I'm not right, so fucking tired of living this life I made for myself. I'm sorry that I cannot get past what keeps me away from the line. Hope this explains my problem to you, cause I feel like this every night. Don't wanna be like this, anxious and angry or hopeless and sad all the time. Unable to get back to feeling I lost somewhere along the line. I wear it all on my sleeve and everyone sees, no matter how hard I try. I never felt worse in my whole life. Don't be alone, I have to lie, take everything and keep it inside. I know I'm sick and I'm not right, so fucking tired of living this life I made for myself. I'm sorry that I cannot get past what keeps me away from the line. Hope this explains my problem to you, cause I feel like this every night. Feel like this every night. Feel like this every night. Feel like this
little bit of a different feel. Oh shit. Let's go back to nightlife here. I left it to chance. I never should have let this get so far out of hand, but I'll do anything to not be alone, because when I'm alone, I can easily fall back into old habits that I thought I'd left behind. I feel like I really relate that as well. Sometimes I need like reminders from friends and family. Otherwise I can just kind of like fall back into this like depressing lifestyle of just what bad habits that I've tried to grow from, right? So I can relate to that I thought I'd left behind, and they ripped me up apart. And I realized, don't be alarmed. I have to lie. Take everything and keep it in stride. I know I'm sick and I'm not right. I'm so fucking tired of living this life I made for myself. I'm sorry that I cannot get past what keeps me away from the light. I hope this explains my problem to you, because I feel like this every night. So just really struggling with some like really deep depression, it seems, and I think a lot of us have been there and can kind of relate to this. Don't want to be like this, anxious and angry, hopeless, upset all the time, unable to get back to the feeling I lost somewhere along the line. Damn, that just sounds like getting old, dude. That just sounds like getting old, As you progress in life, you kind of want to go back and try to understand where you lost maybe that childhood innocence, or like a certain period of your life. Like, how did I change away from that where I liked that me? I wear it all on my sleeve. Everyone sees, no matter how hard I try. I've never felt worse in my whole life. Don't be alarmed. I have to lie. Take everything and keep it in stride. I know I'm sick and I'm not right. I'm so fucking tired of living this life I made for myself. So it does have a double repeat here. And there was some repetition there where at the end where it feels like this every night after night. But again, I feel like, not again, but I feel like the repetition at the end of the song is a little necessary, just because of the theme is, it feels like this every night. The struggle is real. Every night, after night, after night, after night. Damn. So that's a hard hitter. Had a little bit of a different tone. And there was a part in here, too, that just absolutely slapped, where they just kind of slowed down. And there was a line that he sang without, like, the instrumental. Oh. So far, I'm impressed. Normally, by now, I feel like in an album, even just a few songs in, I have at least one I'm like, no, this isn't a good song. This one I've heard already, but we're going to listen to it anyways. Focus on Your Own Family. All right, so this one, from my understanding, Focus on Your Own Family is kind of a shot at a Christian broadcast, actually, that I grew up listening to, called Focus on Your Family. And I believe there was a lot of like anti-gay stuff with that show, especially since it was like heavily religious. And I believe this is kind of a shot at that show, not only in the name, but it's basically kind of encouraging people that are LGBTQ to kind of, be strong, don't be afraid to be yourself. But in general, I think the song can relate to anybody, honestly. Like, don't change. You don't have to listen. They're telling you lies. No one can make you be anything other than what's inside. It's your life, whether or not you see eye to eye. If you don't take care of yourself, you're going to be eaten alive. It's going to be a rough road. It's going to take some time, but it's all there waiting for you once you get on the opposite side. Fuck them all. Don't ever listen. Don't ever comply. Never be scared. Never be frightened to hold your head high. It might seem like an uphill, like it's all uphill, and you might be right, but at the top of this hill, everything's slick with a new light. It's going to be a rough road. It's going to take some time, but it's all there waiting for you once you get to the opposite side. It's not a question of right or wrong. You'll crawl your way through the darkness out of a hopeless hole of a life. And then it hits you with the woes. You're not alone. There's millions just like you. You might not see it now, but you're about to break through. The lyrics of the song are great. S tier, 10 out of 10. Inspiring. I am not gay, but just like in general, I can relate to this song. And I think it's very, very powerful for those who are struggling. And that's always good to see in music, in my opinion. This is a 10 out of 10. As much as you guys say I am, I'm not Rin. I don't love Chuck. I hate his face, okay? A-Wolf now. How you doing, bud? And the best friends in there, too. Ooh. No. As a straight male, I can still find inspiration through this. And I'm glad that other people can find something to relate and keep them positive, hopefully. And, yeah. I will steal you from your wife, Pyro. Aaron, A-Wolf, that was between me and you. We weren't going to tell anybody. Now my wife knows. No, that's a 10 out of 10 song for me. I freaking love that one. And remember, guys, I'm jotting down my ratings as we go through this album on my phone. So if you're wondering why I'm popping up my phone over and over, that is why. I'm not checking it. That is 100% it. Altar Boy. Now, this could take an interesting spin here. We follow Focus on Your Own Family to Altar Boy, huh? All right, let's give it a whirl.
Questions we have can never be found. There's only one time around, and I choose not to blindly follow the same people that abuse. And I've seen it firsthand. They tried to cover it up, I was confused. It's not that I don't understand. We all want answers, but the answers to questions we have can never be tried to push into my mind. I want you to know that I can still make do without the things you've tried to push into my mind. I don't need you, I don't need them, I'll be just fine.
In the way of punk songs, this was extremely tame. I mean, they could have went really far with this, but they just kind of made sure you know how they felt, you know? They will disguise, and they're selling you a promise of salvation for your life, but at what cost? Are you willing to turn your back and fall in line? It's not that I don't understand. We all want answers, but the answers to questions we have can never be found. So obviously you have these big questions in life that a lot of us rely on faith when it comes to, like whether there's a God or not, right? There's questions that we can't answer for sure, and a lot of people rely on faith, which in my opinion is 100% fine. I think the majority of the song is kind of taking a shot at the church as a whole, with the moving priests around after like the molestation stuff. You know what I mean? And then a lot of Christians just pretend that stuff never happens, which is wild. And I mean, I grew up in a church and full of wonderful people that had none of like anything related to a lot of the complaints with most churches. They were kind, you know, I didn't have anybody weaponizing the religion and forcing it down my throat by any means. But there are a lot of churches that do that. And they'll guilt you into believing, and just some terrible stuff. And that's kind of what this song takes a shot at. And again, punk rock I've heard go way farther than this is. No, it's not that you know about. My church is a small town, and all these people I grew up with my entire life, they were good. You know what I mean? I never had an issue with them, and I was very active at that church. So there's definitely nothing like that. It's not like a universal, every fucking church does it. It's some churches, and then the church covers it up, and that's the issue behind it. So I don't go for that universal, like, absolutes, because only a Sith deals in absolutes. You know what I'm saying? Song itself was okay. Like I said, it could have gone a lot harder and farther, and they took it actually gently easy. Your pastor retires in 2 weeks. Nice, bestie. Nice. Let's jump into number 6. I think so far, number 5 is the lowest song on the album that we've encountered, but it was not a bad song. It was easy above average for me. So, Don't Make Me Go.
Please don't make me go home. I can't handle the sight of that place again. Please don't make me go home. I'm wanted there even less than I'm wanted here. If I have to go home and say I'm sorry for things that I'm not sorry for, I'd rather keep on destroying myself by my own means than opening up that door. Please don't make me go. Blame everything on me, even though it's not my fault. Please don't make me go home. I can't handle seeing that place again. I know they think I'm fucked up, and I know exactly
Okay, I absolutely love the vibe change here at track 6, middle ground of the album. Dude, what a freaking vibe. And then the lyrics, I kind of connect with the lyrics a little bit as well. Because growing up in a small town, when you go out and do stuff, or like even you go on vacation to somewhere distant and you come back with just this whole new perspective or something else you love, and people around you are like, oh, here comes Joel again with these weird ass things that he's enjoying. Like, I think anybody can relate to that to some extent. You have things that scarred you, that growing up, that changed the person for worse or better, that you've become, and going back and facing that sometimes can be a little bit more difficult for some people, right? I think we can all relate to those lyrics in some extent, for sure, for sure. Probably not if you didn't leave you know what I mean? There's just people that just never left, and they're unaware, just completely unaware. Ignorance is bliss, though, right? Damn, that was really fresh. I enjoyed that a lot. So far, guys, what do you guys think? We're at the halfway point of the album. What do you guys think I'm going to have a rating for at the end here? Like, what would you guess? Ignorance is bliss. Yeah, boom, roasted. Ouch. Okay. Damn, Bestie came in here hot. You think 7.1 for the album? Okay. We'll see here. We'll see. We shall see. It's definitely up there. Let's jump into Come Find Me, track number 7. 8.2.
Where do I go from here? I feel like I'm done. I've been everywhere and met everyone, but I haven't found the reason that keeps me running. I haven't stayed in one place for more than a month since I left home, in search of the one thing that I can be, other than a failure. It's a long way to go, seems never ending. Follow my footsteps and there you'll find me. I got a long way to go, it's never ending. Follow my footsteps and there you'll find me. I've grown accustomed to being alone, that's the way that I live. It's all I know, please bear with me. I'm not a normal person. I lost most of my friends cause I can't keep in touch. Always nervous and sick, I take on too much, but I cannot concede. I cannot end my searching. I got a long way to go, seems never ending. Follow the sound of my voice and you'll find me. Searching, I need to find my way back to where I began. Retrace my footsteps and start again. I cannot continue this path so self-defeating. But I'm lost and alone, please come and find me. Follow the sound of my voice and there I'll be. I'm lost and alone, I need you to find me. Follow the sound of my voice and there I'll be. Follow the sound of my voice and there I'll be.
Damn, guys. These lyrics are absolutely fantastic. Where do I go from here? I feel like I'm done. I've been everywhere and met everyone, but I haven't found the reason that keeps me running. I haven't stayed in a place for more than a month since I left home in search of the one thing that I could be other than a failure. And that just screams, being a young person right there, like, in general. But I kind of still feel that in my heart, right? Like, I'm still out there searching for like where I belong, like where I fit in. It's a long way to go. It seems never ending. Follow my footsteps and there you'll find me. I've got a long way to go. It's never ending. So that's the chorus. I've grown accustomed to being alone. See, this one screams, man. And shout out to all my friends, because I've grown accustomed to being alone. That's the way I live. It's all I know. Please bear with me. I'm not a normal person. I lost most of my friends since I can't keep in touch. I'm nervous and sick, and I take on too much. That's a lot of me. That's a lot of me. I am absolutely terrible with keeping up with friends. Like, I forget they exist almost. And then I'll be like, reach out to them. Like, I mean, I've been known to like Dugan. Like, sometimes I haven't talked to Dugan for like 6 months straight, and then I'll call him up, and me and him are both similar. So it's like, it'll be like nothing never happened, right? But some people don't have that, and they're just like, oh, well, I stopped talking. He stopped talking to me, so, and then sometimes I forget to text people back and shit, and I definitely am a little bit more of a loner than a lot of people in my friend group, and it just, it is what it is. But I think you do pretty good, bud. Well, thank you. I try my best, man. But nervous and sick, heat sickness, anxiety. Let's go. Son of a bitch. What are you gonna do? But I cannot concede. I cannot end my search. I've got a long way to go. Seems never ending. Follow the sound of my voice, and you'll find me. Where do I go from here after all that I've done? I still haven't changed. I still haven't found a thing to put an end to all this searching. I need to find my way back to where I began, retrace my footsteps inside again. I cannot continue this path so self-defeating, but I'm lost and alone. Please come find me. You're searching for something to connect to make you feel alive, and you feel like giving up on that is going to be going to lead to your end, right? I cannot continue this path so self-defeating. So it may be exhausted on your life's journey as well. You're out there searching for something to make you feel alive, and it's also kind of ruining your life. A little bit of both. Follow the sound of my voice, and I'll be there. I'm lost and alone. I need you to find me. Follow the sound of my voice, and I'll be there. That one lyrically is a slapper for me. Instrumentally and everything else, rather average, but lyrically, I felt like that was a really well written song. Still really good, really good. The next one is Janie. feedback at the end. I don't even care. While I can't really connect with this, I feel like everybody goes through, sometimes your friends piss you off and then you kind of feel like this, but maybe not. You just need to blow off a little steam, right? And a song like this could definitely help you do that. The instrumental though was very, it just went, man. It just freaking went. Oh my gosh, dude. I don't know where this album's going to fall for me. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to keep it going, guys. I'm going to keep going. Seek advice elsewhere. Number 11. 9. Number 9. Jesus.
There's nothing to lose when you lost it all. And there's no hope for anything getting any better than this. You hit the bottom, you think that's all, but the bottom opens up and you continue to fall. And everywhere you turn to yell for help, it goes unheard. A bit of wisdom I can recall. Nothing to lose when you lost it all. There little hope for anything getting any better than this. You hit rock bottom, you think that's all. The rocks give way and you continue to fall. There's no end and your cries for help remain unheard. I know more than I need to. Sometimes it's nice to see through all the depressing shit that brings me down. I don't see anything anymore. I just want out. I just want someone to take me away from myself, to show me something more. Need some time to find my place. I need some time to find my place. Need some time if it's ever gonna get any better than this. Any better than this. Never gonna get any better than this.
Why am I loving this? I hate this. I'm known for hating that. I'm known for it. I hate feedback normally, but in this album, I'm fucking loving it. It's just not coming off as sharp, and it's like, it's adding a little something for me. I don't understand it. The drums in that were really sexy, too. There were some great pace changes in that song that really kept things fresh. Golly. Joel, you should definitely do either new Sublime or Jason DeVore release tonight, since you've abandoned us for the last 2 weeks. I am actually going to save the Sublime song for Chuckles. I'm not sure if I'm going to check out any more music after this album tonight, guys. We'll see. We'll see what I'm feeling. Oh, yeah, Perfect Imperfections. You nailed it right there, Peyton. Nailed it. Let's keep this going. Always Alone. Track 10.
You can't see it, it's hiding beneath the surface. Beyond the smiles and the laughing, it waits it out. It hates everything coming out of their mouths. It hates how I pretend to care what they talk about. Something inside you'll never know keeps me from feeling the things that are so standard for most, but not for me. It makes me smile, but we hate everything. This is why I will always be alone. This is why I will always be
Oh, that was a drastic cutoff. So that's a interesting one. A little bit more of a self-reflection of like understanding that his personality traits are kind of keeping him alone, but at the same time he loves being alone. Kind of like a mixed bag there. I think this song's a little bit more on the average side in my opinion, but not a bad song by any means. Oh shit, sorry. Let's go with last two ones here, guys. Stolen Away and Take Me Out. And I don't know if you caught that. It legitly goes from Always Alone, and that's at the very beginning here of that song. So it not only cuts off, but it is kind of meant to go from one song to another rather quickly.
Steadily sinking while wading my way through the current that always carries me out of view. I'm always unable to say what I need to. The road that brought us together takes me away from you. Just struggling to stay afloat. No plans for children, no plans for growing old. Everything I have laid out is all true. The road that brought us together has taken me away from you. I'm not gonna change after everything I've been through. Even if I could, I know you wouldn't want me to. But I am in pain and I don't know what I should do. The road that brought us together has taken me away from you. Whoa. Taking me away from you.
All right. Okay, so this one I feel was a little bit more of a vocal front. You could just really appreciate his different vocals, very somber, still kind of dealing with the struggling with his inner demons, right? This song and Always Alone might be a little rough on in my playlist just because of the way it cuts off and cuts back in, but they're still solid songs and I think very nice for the album as a whole. I still haven't found a bad song, in my opinion, like a bad song below average on this track. And there has been a few times, Ren, I just see what you said about the vocal tones of being Bad Religion. There was a song earlier that kind of gave me vibes when he had like the pickups in his voice, like the tone of his voice kind of gave me a little bit of a Greg Graffin vibe when he's singing his whoa-wows, you know what I mean? I also did see the Nightwish song, and that one's on there for me and Chuckles to check out for sure. Definitely a slow builder there, A-Wolf, for sure. And another one here that we have already checked out, me and Chuckles, but we're going to listen to it anyways just to finish out the album as a whole so we can really get that solid rating. And take me out, guys. Last track of the album. But not as much as Focus on Your Own Family. It's still an absolute bop, but like Focus on Your Own Family is like a 10 out of 10 for me, dude. That song slaps. But a hell of a way to exit the album here. Let me jot my ratings down for this track, and let's get to it here. I dropped my mouse, of course, guys. We got it. All right, so here are my ratings for per song. We have Start Walking, which is track number 1. I'm giving that one a flat 7. Number 2 is Shirts. I'm giving that a flat 8. Nightlife, which is track number 3. I'm giving it a 7.5. 4, Focus on Your Own Family, a 10. Straight 10. Altar Boy, which is number 5, is getting a 6. Don't Make Me Go, which is a number 6, 7.5. Number 7 is an 8, Confine Me. Janie, which is track 8, is 7.8. Seek Advice Elsewhere, which is track number 9. I am giving a flat 9. 10. Always Alone. Again, this is a little bit of a dip for me just because of the formatting and song itself. I felt like it was a little average. I'm going with a 5.5. Stolen Away, which is track number 10. Oh, shit. Stolen Away is track number 11. My bad, guys. 5.5. Take Me Out, 8.2. Let's get an average here. And I'm going to use a calculator, guys, because you ain't gonna see me doing math with my head. I can barely talk, let alone do maths. Maths are hard. So we have 7 and 8. a 7.5. We've got a 10. Shit. A 6. A 7.5. An 8 and a 7.8. 7.8. We've got a 9. A 5.5. Another 5.5. An 8.2. A 90 total. And let's divide that by 12. We have an average of 7.5. I definitely would put it closer to an 8 for me, just because as a whole, it's very rare that I find an album that I thoroughly enjoy and I have no songs on it that are below average. That is so rare for me. So I'm just going to go with a flat 8 here. We're going to round that up. I wouldn't even be mad if it was a little higher. I'll be honest. Every track in here was listenable. There are definitely a few that would not make my playlist, like 10 and 11 specifically. But the rest was really solid. I enjoyed the overall vibe, the rawness of both the vocals and some of the, as Payton put it, imperfect perfections with the feedback and some of the cool stuff they were doing instrumentally, just to kind of keep it out of the norm of, your typical punk music. And then lyrically is where everything really shines, like some really, really nice writing here. I do think that this album is one of the albums that's like, if you're not dealing with some shit in your life currently, it could come off as a little too depressing. You know what I mean? There's a lot of like heavy mental issues here, as well as some, maybe not political, but, people like to put these things in political. You have the focus on your own family with the, kind of reaching out to people of LGBTQ and kind of uplifting them. So I would say social issues, which, punk is really fond of in general. So you have that. You have the kind of light attack on organized religion, or maybe the hiding of, or like kind of like just hiding the priests away that have gotten in trouble for stuff with like, altar boys and whatnot. So you had some kind of social issues there, but there was a lot of like mental health related things. And I think this could come off as a really, really like depressing if you aren't depressed. But if you are depressed or going through some shit here and there, this is one of these tracks that you can kind of relate to and know there's other people out there that feel the same as you, and you can kind of get a like, I don't know, make you feel better about it. Like, which is a lot of, emo music when I was growing up. That's kind of why I would listen to it. You're feeling like shit. Other people feel like shit. And it kind of makes you feel better that you're not a weirdo or alone or anything like that. Any of those stupid thoughts that rattle around in your head. You're not a piece of shit. You're doing just fine. There's other people just like you out there struggling, trying to figure out the meaning of life. And I think if you are in that mindset, this could definitely help you cope with that. And so, yeah, I'm going to go with a flat 8 here for this album. Really, really nice and enjoyable. Shout out to all of you guys for hanging out here and listening to it with me. I'm kind of enjoying this format. We'll see once we repost the YouTube what they're feeling. But love it. Love it. Let's stop the recording here.